Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Stack and Perpetrator here. Today's video, we're going to talk about album types. One of my viewers, Dale, if you're out there watching, this video is for you. He follows all my videos and my collections when I do album fills and different things like that. And he had a question about albums. Which ones do I recommend? So I thought I'd bring out the different types I have. And this is my third time shooting this, so I'm going to break this. It's just too long, so I'm going to break this up into two parts. So there'll be a part one. I'll talk about the flip folders and some of the lesser dollar albums, and then in the second part I will talk about the newer Whitmans. I'll get into the Danskos and the Littletons and everything. So Dale, this one's for you. All right, most people remember these old Whitmans. This, I have no idea what the sticker is. I got this nickel album and a couple others from my grandma when she passed a few years back. This was my grandma and granddad's collection, or part of it, and I got this album. This is, now they have newer versions out today. They're different color, different design on the front. And this one's obviously old and been opened many times. It's starting to get frayed. But with this album, you simply just found the date and pressed your coin in the slot. Now this is nice for if you're putting a circulated set together. Circulated coins, probably not too bad. I don't know what the paper quality is on the older Whitmans like this, but this is copyrighted 67, so this is late 60s, early 70s, and it's good for like I said, the circulated. I would not put anything BU or anything expensive in one of these albums, and they have them for all the denominations. I mean, you can get up Benjis. I think they have them for even the Morgan dollars and the Peace dollars, and you simply just press the coin in. One of the downsides is sometimes the coins don't fit right, or humidity conditions can, if you got a dry climate, the paper will, the holes could possibly open up as the paper shrinks with the humidity, and then your coins fall out as you're opening and closing the book. And then when you have high humidity and the paper's sucked up some moisture, then the holes where the coins fit will swell tighter, and you can't get a coin into the slot. This is the old style. Something newer. Now Whitman makes different designs, but on the newer side of the same flip folder, this is a Littleton. I don't know where I got these from. Littleton, you pretty much have to buy from their website to get them. I might have got this from my coin shop or whatever. They buy collections. They pop the coins out, and then sometimes they give the books away or sell them for $1. Like these, they'd sell maybe for $1. Some of the bigger albums, like the Littletons, they'd sell for $5 or $10, and they do have some used Danskos that are $25, $30, $35 that are used. And I'll get into those in part two. But this is a Littleton, and if you're going to do this, if you're going with flip folders, make sure you look for the archival quality. It means this, I know the paper won't affect the coins, but you're still, it is a folder. It's going to be susceptible to moisture and air and all that. I just did this album. I started popping some stuff out of pocket change. I'm not going to, nothing expensive in here. This is just for fun. And, just to have something to do. Nothing in here. This book will never be worth anything more than the face value of the coins, but it was just something to do. Like I said, you find your coin, you find the date and the mint mark, and you just press your coin in. Even these newer albums have the same problem as the older ones. Sometimes your coins, you struggle to get them in, and then other times you'll open and close as you're opening and closing the pages, your coins may fall out, and then you got to constantly putting them back in. So something to think about if you're on a budget and you have circulated coins. This is a good way to go to help organize your collection and keep things tight. They make all different denominations and coin types, so you just find the one that you like. And then I'll show, I did the unboxing of this. This is more of a older album from Whitman. I got this for doing one of my another Franklin set, and I wanted to go circulated, and so I would not put really nice coins in here. Anything of value I would not put in an album, in a folder like this, but circulated I'd have no problem. I was doing the video filling this in, and I got to a point where some of my coins wouldn't fit. I don't know if that's because while it was in transit, maybe the weather, the moisture had something to do with it. So I'm going to let this album sit. If I can't get the coins to fit properly, I will still hang on to this album. I think along with coin collecting, I'm going to try to collect some of the older folders like this. Just start a collection of the folders. The reason I bought this one from the seller is because the ones listed, the price that these are going for, which is about 20 bucks, this seller also had, the reason I chose this seller is because they had a Washington Quarter album also, and this goes all the way through, because I'm almost done with my second quarter collection, so I thought I'd start a third one and go all circulated, but I haven't tried to put any quarters in. From what I've seen with these older folders like this, with these little curved notches where when you got your coin in, you've got an area where you can reach in and pop your coin out if you're doing an upgrade, which is a nice feature of this style. I don't know of any of the newer ones that are, I think they've eliminated that little knot, so if you want to change your coin, you have to press in on the back side to push it through, and then you risk tearing that back paper. So I think that's why they have that notch in here. So I'm going to let this one sit. I have pretty low humidity in my house, even though I'm in South Carolina. And I'm just going to let this sit for a couple weeks and acclimate. And same with this. When I shot the video and I had to stop the video and cancel it out because my coins, my Franklins weren't fitting in the slot. I mean, I was pressing all I could do and I couldn't get the coins in. So I'm going to let this acclimate some more to my climate and try it again. If it doesn't work, then I would just put this, I'm going to start an area or a box and maybe start collecting these old folders and everything. So anyways, that's my thought on these. I said, if you're using an album, even if it is archival quality, I would not put BU coins in. I would do circulated. I know some people are collecting the state quarters and they have the special folders for that, and people are putting really nice coins in, and that's fine and dandy. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I wouldn't recommend putting BU or any coins of value in a flip folder. I wouldn't do it unless they're circulated. If they're circulated, and then it's not really going to matter much. One of the other I'll go through two more in this video. On the lower end, this is another, or price wise, this is another album I purchased, and I've got the video coming out where I filled the album. But this is the Library of Coins. This is one of the first Dansko style, or the Littleton, or even the Whitman style with the sliders, and where you can see the front and the back of the coin. This has mostly circulated coins in it until I got back to the 60s. I did put I put some kind of, I have some BUs. My 60 through 63 are all BUs, but they had some kind of flaw with them, like a lot of scratches, or they were just hazed out, or, you know, even though it's BU, it had some kind of, you know, it's going to be a low BU if I sent them off to grading. They'd come back on like maybe a 60 or 61, just because of the flaws and the scratches and all of that. So I really like this album. One thing I'm concerned about, if you go with this style, I'm not sure about the paper quality, so I'm going to let this book, I'm going to monitor this book and see over time if it does anything to the coins, if they start toning, or, you know, if they start getting rim toning or toning on the front. It's pretty stout cardboard. I don't know if it's acid free. I haven't researched it out yet. It is compact though. I mean, this is in the Franklin series is 35 coins without the proofs and without the 55 variety, the Bugs Bunny variety. One thing that concerns me is the binding right here, is this strip that's glued in with fibers and stuff. What has me concerned is opening and closing, because they have the pages tied in with the same type of material, and I'm worried about opening and closing many times that this strip will get frayed out here and the book might start coming apart. So I'm going to make sure I keep this in a place and try to minimize my opening and closing of it. I've got 3 coins to fill. I'm technically 2 away from finishing the set, because I have my 55s that I have for the slot as a BU, and I'm not going to put the mintage key date. I'm not going to put a BU version of it in this book, because I don't know what the paper will do to the coin. I don't know if it's coin friendly. It doesn't say anything about being archival quality, but it is a well-made book. So if you're looking for something for your circulating coins, I highly recommend looking into these. You can pick up most of these library coins on eBay. I've done the Skidley Doos, where I got this one from. These are going to run you about $20. These older ones, like I said, all the sellers that have this style of Kennedy, Franklin Kennedy album, they're asking $20, and I got both of these from the same seller for $20 in the same listing. So that's why I bought from this seller. Your flip binders like this are going to run anywhere from $4 to $6, depending if you go to Hobby Lobby, or I don't know if Walmart has a coin section where they might sell some of these albums, or your local coin shop. You can get these on eBay too. They're going to be expensive because you got to pay shipping. But you can also order these straight from Littleton, and I'm sure Whitman has a website where you can order Whitmans if you want those. Out of what I've showed you so far, this Library of Coins series album, I really am digging this book. I really like this. It's compact. The cover is the same thickness as the pages, so I think it's well made, other than I'm worried about the strip. And then one other in this video, this is the older Whitman style that has the sliders. I'm sure if you follow me, you've seen my video where I finished out this album. This is my 3rd complete set of Business Strike Benjis. These are circulated, except for the 55. That is a BU, but I put it in here because it's all toned up. So they would probably kick this back to an AU 58 because of what's going on with it. Doesn't have real good eye appeal, so I didn't mind sticking it in here. And then probably some of the worst 60s and 63s, up to 63s I had. But I wanted this book to be purposely to be circulated. So these are going to run on eBay. These are going to run about $20 as well. For used, you're not going to get this style in new condition. If somebody has one that's brand new, you know, you're probably going to pay up for it because it is an older style album. And I do like it. It does seem, it's compact, it's thin for the Franklin series. It is starting to come apart on the inside, but this was used. Somebody, I guess, had their name right there, but it is starting to come apart. So something you got to worry about with this. I chose this because I wanted an older album, so I purposely, this was the best one I could find condition wise on eBay, and it is used, and the price was, I said it was like $15 to $20, somewhere around there, with all said and done with shipping and everything. So I was happy to get it. So anyways, I'm going to stop the video here. That's my review of your cheaper, or well, not cheap, but your more affordable flip folders where you just pop the coin in. I've got a couple with the slides. Just giving you my thoughts on these, and I will see you on part 2. We'll go through these others here.